Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to be streaming Outer Worlds 2 today, and give me just a minute to finish setup, and we'll get going. Starting technically a little bit earlier than I had scheduled for, but that's okay. Come on. Alright, I think that is everything.
Look, I'm accessorizing. I learned it from watching you loot everything that wasn't welded in place.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. Fair enough. Let's continue where I left off. Now, at the end of the last stream, we were on Proctor, and we'd gotten a couple new quests. So we'll take care of those before we leave, and then we'll get back to the main quest. Yeah, walking on eggshells. Might as well do... Which one's closer? Let's check the map out. Now we got the Mad Queen's Cave. Where are we at? We're here. We're pretty close to that. Let's make this our active quest. And we'll start with Routine Renegade. Should be able to fast travel to the border camp and then hop right on over there and see what that's all about. All right. Says it's that way. Oh, I'm not getting through there. So do I need to probably go around this mountain? It's a pool of poison, isn't it? Oh, wrong thing. How do I change that? X. Offer juvenile a meaty roll-up. Sure, why not? After eating the meaty roll-up, the little Raptidon appears to be revitalized and ready to go. Looks at you unexpectedly. We'll take it as a pet, yeah.
Looks like we've got ourselves a little tag-along.
I didn't know we could do that. Ship pets, visit your shop. I saw pets that you could buy. Visit your shop, interact with the pet feeder to select any pet in the ship you've collected. They'll wander around the area and can be a pet for mutual employment. While you acquire multiple ship pets, only one can be active at a time. Is that all that was in here? Well, we got ourselves a little pet. We've been here before? Apparently not. What is this? Oh, we've gone like way off course. Okay, so we need to fast travel back, and then we need to get to the road to the south and then go that way. I've gone the wrong way. I was almost certain that was going to be the path to to get there, but I guess not. All right, so we need to go south of the camp. Should be able to follow the road over that way. This road, I'm assuming? Yeah, here we go. This looks much better.
Say, Inez, you ever think about joining the Earth Directorate?
I'm sure I thought of it when I was 5 years old. But I also liked to ruminate on what life would be like as a breadworm those days, too.
I'm being serious. The Earth Directorate could use a straight shooter like you. And more agents who know how to close wounds instead of opening them? Well, that'd be swell, too.
That's a nice thought, but I ain't sure it wholly aligns with their mission statement. They topple organizations and play kingmaker with impunity. Don't matter how you frame it, the Earth Directorate relies on the opening of wounds.
Right. Says the cave should be somewhere around here. Perhaps up this way. I do see a big streak of blood. And yet another leg. Severed limb seems to be the, what do they call her, the Mad Queen's MO. Wrapped it on juvenile.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Oh, there she is. Come on, reload. The bonus damage this gun does for rapid, quick fire is pretty awesome.
Hate to ask for help, but help?
I got you. Oh yeah, I can't. I forgot I have that flaw. My bad.
Back in business.
This, yeah, one here. Good grief. I can see why they had a bounty for her. Anything? Here's that's pretty much it. All right. Let's head back to the bounty box and collect our reward. Turn and complete a bounty, Mad Queen. And there we are. 1,500 bucks. Not bad, not bad. Whoops. All right, now that that one's complete, we can do... Let's take care of walking on eggshells while we're here. Where does this go? We need to go back to Cloister for that. We might do that before we get back to the Auntie's Choice quest line. So let's go ahead and do this. Meet with Research Assistant. Probably should look at that on the map. They're supposed to be in this area, which we already have a fast travel point to, which is a good sign. It means we've probably already cleared this area out of too many enemies. Shouldn't be too bad. Third shrine. Oh, yeah. This is the walk to the Sovereign's grave or whatever it was. All right. If I were a research assistant in this area, where would I be? I'm under the assumption he's going to be dead. Little cave back here. This might be it. Gorvid Lurker. Yeah, I think that's what we're looking for. Oh, he ran away. I see him. Are they scared of me? No, they're not. Good grief. Alright. This guy, we need to get rid of him. There we go. We got another one up here. Got it. Now, considering she wanted to study the Gorvids, us murdering them pretty indiscriminately is probably not exactly what she wanted. Oh, wait. Scrapper Standard Soldier. I thought that was going to be our guy. Apparently not. Alright, hold on. Before we go up here, it looks like there's a whole path up here. Yeah, let's check out down in this area. Make sure we don't miss out on any loot first. Oop. That probably goes back to the same place I was seeing from up there. What about this way? Looks like where an egg would be. I don't see an egg though. We'll assume there's not one here. Let's take this other path. Well, this one dead ends. And that's probably... Okay, I see. We do have to go up top to get over there.
Yep.
Oh, grab that. Kind of it, as high as we can go. Kind of keep the high ground. I do see an egg there, which is nice. He's running away. Yoink.
Raft's raring to go.
Oh boy. Okay, let's see what's up here. What on earth is this? I guess a way to sneak in the back. So hold on. Okay, well, I guess I failed the part where I meet with the assistant, so I guess we can't do that anymore. We'll head back to the border camp, and we'll see what's what there.
Have you made any progress yet? I can barely contain my excitement.
I had one Gorvid egg as promised.
Incredible! And to think I sent all those assistants to die for nothing. I should have just sent a heavily armed stranger first.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
your reward.
That
You've
would've worked.
certainly earned it. Now, back to my lab. I'm going to get so many papers published. Every biological researcher will know my name. There's going to be statues of me.
Okay. Might be a little ambitious. It is just an egg. But that quest is now complete as well. So now I think what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to do our companion quest before we get back to the main quest. I do still need to do all these collection quests, but I'm going to have a guide open for these. There's no way it's going to take an eternity for me to find these myself. So let's hit the map. And we'll head inside the incognito. Where I did get a pet Raptidon. Where does that thing go? It said there's a pet feeder somewhere. Oh. There he is. Hey, buddy. What on earth is that? That's kind of funny. Well, apparently that's how pets work. All right, so we need to go to Cloister, and we need to find... in the last episode, we saw a video recording. And we're supposed to shut down the grafting project on Cloister. Apparently, they butchered one of Inez's friends. So we'll definitely want to take Inez with us. Do I want to mix anyone else in there? I haven't had Ozza around for a while. Maybe let's do that. Just to mix it up. Still haven't figured out who this last companion is. I don't know if I'm supposed to get them on here on Cloister. It does look like there's more planets to go to still yet. I don't actually know how far I am in this game. Wow, that is far away. Please tell me we got a fast travel point somewhat close to that. Sure do. Excellent. All right, we're not too far away. As long as it's not another one of those things where I think you got to go around the mountain and somehow I picked the wrong way to go. We should get there relatively quickly. We are in Scrapper territory. This is the area he's supposed to be in. I thought they said it was a cave, did they not?
Open! Open! You listen my hammer and open! Knock, knock, bang,
alive.
bang on your
Aggressor
door.
ahead.
I go.
Enter the proper combination or use the earring you found to open the safe if you had ex-convict. Okay, well, I don't have the materials for either of those things. Let's take a quick look at this ship and see if we stumble into anything. Well, that's the jet, so we're not going to see much there. And he didn't have it on him. I would assume the proper combination
This must be the
somewhere
place
near the ship.
Ortiz mentioned. Hard to fathom a lab in those caves.
Which cave? That one? That's probably what she's talking about. All right. Can I not get on top of this ship, I guess? Okay. I have no idea where that combination is going to be. Maybe I'll find it. Oh, here's another piece of the ship. Let's check this out real quick. Then we'll get back to the quest. Oh, we got some scrappers.
Enemy in a separation range.
Oh, he didn't drop anything. Oh, there you are. He didn't drop anything. See if we can find really anything interactable. Odd, you would think the safe combination would be like somewhere at or near the ship, but I guess not. That probably means somebody picked it up already, and who the heck knows where that combination is. All right, let's move on to the cave. Unknown coded signal.
Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment.
For what?
Are you hearing this? It's
I
some
am?
manner of distress signal. Encrypted. One of Auntie's, I'm certain, but this one ain't entirely familiar to me.
All right, well, go on and decrypt it then.
Can't unless you have an Auntie's Choice patented codebreaker on your person. Reckon we'll need to find the signal source. If it's not to do with the lab, I'll be damned. We should press on.
Okie dokie. Assuming this is the cave she's talking about it.
It's a brawl!
I know we can't swim. Oh, we got an alternate entrance to the cave. We're gonna go through the whole cave either way. I don't know what the advantage of this alternate entrance would be.
Let me handle this!
Whoa, where'd you come from? Oh my.
Raft's back in business.
Okay, this is back. Okay, what do we see over this way? That's where we just were. Okay. Seems like almost it's more stealthy to go in the front door. You have that high ground you can pick these guys off with if you're doing like a stealth or sniper build or something like that. This way was just, yeah, just that dead end, so we need to go this way. That's where we came from. Okay, deeper in the cave we go. Lots of bones, that's a good sign. What we got up this way? Oh, that's an alternate path for the way we came in. So I guess you could bypass most of the enemies going this route.
What in the void? Law, I think I've seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here?
I mean, it very much looks like the monsters got in and killed everybody. Oh. The crashed ship up here, too. Standing orders. Don't ask questions. Keep all comings and going quiet. Do not record the time or location of these supply drops. 3. Report any unusual activity in the maw immediately. 4. Should any emergency signal be received, head to the maw immediately, armed and ready to extract all ANSI's choice personnel. 5. For law's sake, please take care to practice your landings. If you can't land gracefully on a clear day, how do you expect to do it in whiteout conditions? I'm assuming that was the case here.
I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Signal's stronger than ever now. These poor bastards must have been responding to it same as us. This must be the lab.
I've heard horror stories about the gruesome scientific practices of Auntie's choice. I hope we get to see some. No offense, Inez.
I just want answers. Let's go.
All right, we shall. All right, let's head inside and see what we got.
Hello?
Hello.
Anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea an entire squad died trying.
Let's see. Notes on seized order facility. The bad news is how long it took us to hack into the building. Fingers are still thawing as I type. The good news is that the order were apparently dumb enough to leave all the equipment behind when they hauled out. Don't I know the value when they see it? Their loss is our gain. I figure most of the machinery can be repurposed for just about whatever we can dream of. I heard tell a member of the experimental sciences department was scouting for new facilities to commandeer, was even offering a handsome finder's fee. Reckon I'll take that inventory and send him word straight away.
Fly in here and save his sorry ass.
And he's cornered himself for us. How thoughtful.
Yeah, that is kind of convenient. I assume there will be critters about.
On the bright side, there are worse ways to die than xeranium sickness. Just not very many.
Bypass the xeranium leak. Let's see here. Archive. Diligent archivists and scienticians. The war is encroaching on our doorstep. By my calculation, we have approximately 3.14 days, an admittedly auspicious figure, to vacate and cordon off the premises before our research personnel fall into the hands of the invaders. Okay. After a thorough perusal of all the machinery and equipment at our disposal, I have to say we've hit a proverbial jackpot. Those orders shouldn't know how to build a place. Your insistence that we research the Valve network and develop fail-safe measures for said network has become increasingly irritating. If something were to become disruptive with Xeranium, and I repeat, this will never happen, I'm certain you'll be able to win the battle against a couple of knobs and wheels. Well, it doesn't look like that's what happened. Root. Alright, that cleared up the Xeranium issue. We do have another room over here. Is there more this way? Okay, it doesn't look like.
Terrible way to end the workday.
I need the record to show that I have reported many times that these pressure valves have fallen into disrepair, only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the voided cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse. And what was that?
Okay, I see.
Stay back, creature! Blast that doctor for locking the gadget in the gun safe. This is when I need it. Maybe I...
Good grief. So if you didn't have the hack ability, that going down there and turn that valve is how you can shut that down. But other than a small amount of loot, I had no reason to go there. It said this door's barred shut, right? Assume maybe there's a way I can get to that other side of that door at some point. I definitely want in there to see what kind of treasures might lie inside.
What are they doing in this place? Ain't no purpose for this. This clear disregard for life.
Killing animals to advance science is sometimes just an excuse to slaughter things. I may know a thing or two about it.
That door's barred shut as well.
What's... Hola, Ortiz?
Yep, that's him.
No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
It's a dead body. Glad I could clear that up for you.
Good grief.
I
She
had
is
a
not
notion
very helpful.
of what I might encounter here. Test tubes, records, some graphs kept on ice, but not this. Law. My heart just about stopped when I saw him. I thought Ortiz had come back, gotten himself in trouble, but no. This man, whoever he is, he's been dead for a time.
Okay. He died at least 2 weeks ago. That water's frigid, and he's just beginning to decompose.
2 weeks. Law. And he's just being kept here. Not even a proper burial, just treated like a thing. Void,
Yeah.
damn it. This poor man. The test subjects. Ortiz. All of them are dead. All of them left in ruin by the butchers running this place. All of them could have been me.
Yep. Yep. You were part of this. Part of this. Yeah. They are you. Auntie's choice left you to die after your graft failed. Remember?
That ain't true. It weren't abandonment. It was breakage. I knew what would happen should anything go wrong. It made me a liability. It endangered my unit. I can't blame anyone else when I knowingly accepted the risks.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, it is. Why are you still making excuses for them? Look around. This is who they are.
But they gave me hope when I had nothing. If that was a lie, then where does that leave me? Suppose I've
good question.
always known something to be true, though. If nobody's privy to what the powerful do behind closed doors, then they can do anything. It's folk like us who pay the price. All that matters now is finding that doctor. He's got a reckoning coming.
Indeed, he does. Yeah, you okay?
My aim's steady, if that's your concern. I'm sorry. I'll be fine once we breathe fresh air again. Just need this to be over.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's look around, see what we got to collect. We do have a terminal there. Probably get some information out of that, I would assume. But let's get our loot first. Something behind this curtain? Doesn't really look like it. Fierce resistant plating. That's messed up. All right, let's check out this terminal, see if there's anything of interest in there. All right, archive, ecological laboratory findings, nursing the ursapod. What began as a humorous extracurricular study of ursapod has become something of a passion. Countless hours of observation over countless bottles of Pinnacle tea have concluded the realization that ursapods are hardy creatures. They're not lone predators, rather they love to be found living in groups of families, in layperson's terms, though whether they're related or otherwise biologically involved, we've not yet established. They even play together in the snow. Can you imagine? As we got to know these ursapods from afar, we began to fear that the archive's ongoing work would prove detrimental to Cloister's climate, as we were stationed here to ascertain. We are pleased to note that despite the minor erosion of melting ice caps directly around the archive, the temperature of the planet has not noticeably increased. It is welcome news to all of us here at the laboratory, not only in regard to ecological stability of the planet, but for the continued health and happiness of our ursapod friends. Okay, so they were maybe doing some kind of positive biology research here. Tip of the verdant iceberg. It's come to my attention that my colleagues have hypothesized that I am one bead short of a functioning abacus. All for the exploring the possibility of cultivating plant life on Cloister, but I'm pleased to report that I've disproved such hypothesis. After much trial and error and repeated orders of new seedlings from Eden, I've successfully nurtured a specimen of ginseng to maturity. This particular specimen's seeds have exhibited extraordinary amount of adaptive properties, leading me to believe that the plant could survive even without my careful tending. I will transplant several seedlings in the coming weeks for observation and try not to get ahead of my daydreaming of a green cloister. Going for full terraforming there, completely changing the environment. Drafting lab files. The following missive applies to all lab personnel. See Dr. Rassman with any questions or concerns. In the event of a malfunction, the subject in question should immediately be contained and kept under close observation. Any further developments should be noted in full. As for any subject that expires, it should be moved to the cargo hold and kept on ice within its containment chamber in case any biological matter should need retrieving at a future date. Okay, so that's why the guy's in the thing, is so they can do testing on his dead body. Real cool. Containment of surplus subjects. Until further notice, the following subjects are to be kept in containment and under close observation: Raptidon, Manticore, Sprat, Ursapog, Cispig. Management regrets that there are no containment units large enough to host the most rambunctious of the subjects elsewhere, so for now they're being kept on the main laboratory floor. All lab personnel are reminded to keep their distance and not maintain eye contact for too long. And then we got a list of graft recipients. Mr. Lung, W. Curtis, A. Ortiz, that's who brought us here. Raptidon, Cispig, Raptidon, catastrophic failure, autopsy and full report requested. Cispig, success. Subject inhibits greater compatibilities in speed, intelligence, and resilience. Recommend transferring to a containment unit for further observation. And Ursapod Cub, pending. Subject has undergone preparation for surgery. Strongly recommend keeping its mother within our strongest containment unit. Okay. So there was...
These beasts have me pinned down. Handle them straight away, please. I cannot let my genius be wasted here.
Boy, damn coward. We'll see how you beg when we're face to face.
Yeah.
Oh, look left. That Ursapod's mighty riled.
Yes, they
relish
are.
The idea of slaughtering animals. They don't know enough to be terrified when they see me coming.
All right. So we go that way. That takes us straight. I think either way, we just go straight into the area. Yes. Yes. Don't think it makes much of a difference. Oh, we got something
animals
here.
like this isn't research. It's monstrous.
Release cage doors. Do we want to do that? The critter catcher and you. If you read nothing else in this missive, make it this. The critter catcher is a high-powered experimental prototype, not a toy. While this gun is regularly used to capture voracious fauna for our lab in the early days, too many unfortunate accidents have forced us to restrict access. Okay. Is this like one of the science weapons for the game? Yeah, we got the critter catcher. And we leveled up for doing so. I haven't really used the science weapons very much.
Run free, not so little sissy pig.
You look like you could use a new home.
Aw, look, it's disgusting and cute. We're bringing it on the ship, right, Commander?
Oh, join me on the ship, the more the merrier. This whole playthrough, I have not gotten a single pet, but I've managed to get 2 just in this stream. Okay.
Nice. Free pig.
All right, we got a cis pig pet. We'll have to check him out when we get there.
Use that maintenance hatch. We could sneak up on anyone still alive here. I love to see the look of surprise before the kill.
Now here's the question. Do I want to pull this lever? I'm really, really tempted. I guess let's do it and see what happens. It seems like it's going to be a bad idea. Let's do it.
Oh, law. Wasn't keen on seeing a fight between them.
Okay, so the Raptidons are fighting the Ursapods. Okay, that's what that does. It might soften some of the enemies up by the time we get in there, so I guess that is to our advantage.
Getting past those Ursapods won't be easy. You turn mean real fast.
Well, the Raptidons are going to soften them up, right? Real quick while we're here, let's do our level up. We have to do hack and medical. And then we'll probably do speech. We'll apply that. We do have the, what is it called? Easily distracted flaw, where you can only level up your lowest stat. So if we start a new stat, then we have to level that one all the way up to 12 before we can put any points in anything else. Now we got to figure out what critical hit chance is probably pretty good. We probably want that. Just so we stop using so much dang ammo. We haven't put any points into guns. Blasting high. You can now use your medical inhaler while crashing, but it reduces efficiency and crash does not last long. Interesting. That's pretty good too. I kind of feel like the crit chance is probably better. Let's do that for now. We'll keep that in mind. We do have something for companions. For both of them. While your party inhaler heals more and prevents the party from taking damage for a short period of time. Yes, please. And what do we got for Ozza? Ozza upgrades your mines and explosives. I don't really use those. Ozza will occasionally perform a flurry of attacks with their knife, stunning the target for a duration. Yes, please. And 400% melee damage. Yes. That's all she does is melee damage.
Armed and ready.
It does make me wonder, what if I go the other way? Can I get back up there? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's take these guys out.
Thank the law, I'm saved. Release me at once, please. I so worry that nobody intercepted my distress signal.
Oh, we got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
Now you're speaking my language.
Let's take a look around first, and we'll check him out.
I thought there wasn't a person
Oh.
alive who could best
This
the
is
matriarch
apparently
or
where it was
supply.
at.
Yet here you are. What a show.
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are. What exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear it. I'm just a doctor. Please, don't shoot.
Okay, well, what does that mean then? Yeah, nice try. We found records that he prove he underwent surgery here.
Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. Don't understand the need for secrecy myself, but our sponsor demanded it. I dared not ask too many questions.
Okay, fair enough. Who's the sponsor?
He's some manner of executive. I don't know his name or official title, I swear. My orders came down the long, long chain of command. I'm only doing what I was told.
Enough with the excuses. You absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourned every failure within these walls, I might never operate again. You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy for the better.
Got any proof of that?
If you require convincing that my experiments have led to many breakthroughs, witness me. My own lungs would have failed without my prototyping of a device to keep me alive.
That device any good at stopping a bullet?
Enough with the threats of violence. Listen here, if you choose to brutalize me, all of my research and knowledge will be gone, forever. The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to the suffering I could prevent. Do you truly want to be the one to stand in the way of progress?
Enough about you. Show me one good thing you've done for other people.
It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that had been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day. It would be a boon to humanity, and a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
Do you have a graph that could help an S?
Don't even start, Commander. I ain't keen on anything this man sells.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft as a result of revision surgery. Your first go was botched, and you were considered a failure of the program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business. And yet, you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want.
Oh my. Yeah, avoid this guy. You're no failure. You've reclaimed all you need.
I wish I could agree with you. But I have fallen in the esteem of others. The way the other soldiers looked at me after my procedure, I'll never forget it.
We fixed it, though.
Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it, you may still become a most extraordinary specimen.
No. Stop talking. Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. I came here intending to make him pay for what he's done. And I can't shake the reasons I've seen to burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something of my life? To be accepted again?
I don't really know here. Yeah, you're I think you're already making something of yourself. I don't think you need him, Inez.
I appreciate that, Commander. But I still ain't so sure that's true. We've grown close, you and I. And you know full well I ain't keen to ask for help, but I can't afford a mistake. I could spare this doctor, explore this research's potential, but if I kill this man and exact retribution for Ortiz, I'll never know for sure what that research might have wrought. And if I do that, there'll be no going back for me, myself one of Auntie's own. Would I even want to?
There's only one way to ensure this never happens again. Is letting him go worth the risk?
No, it's not. I was fooling myself thinking otherwise.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't shoot me. We were in the midst of negotiating.
I have no need for negotiating, Doctor.
Oh boy.
You brought this on yourself.
Indeed he did. Good
Let's
grief.
just take what we need and get out. I can't stand the sight of this place any longer.
Okay. Alright, real quick. I'm assuming his key card we need for this terminal right here, but we still need to explore the rest of the room and make sure we don't miss out on anything. That doesn't look like a way out at all. Oh, there's another terminal here. And there's one here. That apparently is to the exit, I guess. Wait, where did that other path go then?
Is this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just. We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late for this cub. We should help.
Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. After thorough testing, we determined that this cub is at the peak of health for its age. No mean feat for a member of its species. Such resilience lends itself to the procedure it's about to undergo. The essential question is, if we inhibit certain behaviors and psychological responses, would the bond between mother and cub thereby be severed? And if so, might the procedure be used at large to disrupt ursopod herd mentality and thereby make it easier to capture or defeat them in a skirmish? Okay. Containment room key card. I can't interact with it. Kind of confused as what I'm supposed to do here. Instructions for the laboratory staff. Operating the centrifuge is not difficult. I bet that's just hinting at this is how we help the cub.
If we have any of that stimulant left over, best let me carry it. In case we need it. For medicinal purposes. Sorry about your mom, cub. Good luck.
Engineering a flora. Might be engineered to survive controlled environments. Laplace Garden or the Sunless Lab. We might also be able to engineer them to survive frozen wilds. Okay.
Well, I hope he stands a chance.
Did he just run off? Doesn't look promising that he got off the table and then just flopped on the floor. We can't interact with him, so we can't really do anything.
Like
Whoa! Okay, this was the other pathway, right? Yeah, this was it. Okay, so that would have led to a dead end. Okay, we got a couple other things to check out back here then, since we've looped around. And we went up there. Yeah, I think just the terminals is all we got left. So let's check those out. Make sure we're not missing anything of interest. Following options, archived report. Ecological impact. After careful analysis of more than 1,804 Arctic sprats and 507 ursopods, 68 ice formations, it has been concluded the archive continues to barely have a perceptible effect on Cloister's ecology. I commend the foresight of the archive's architects. Okay. In addition to removing any sensitive information of our research here, I must ask that you release all ursopods. Okay. And what was on his computer? Personal notes, new labs. So begins my first account on a new laboratory. I must admit I had many doubts about our outrageously frigid expedition through the caves, but now that the work is finally beginning, my heart is singing with no restrictions. Okay, the first idiot wastes countless samples of Arctic ginseng in our storeroom, and now he's made off with our one-of-a-kind prototypical coverall set. The utter buffoon, archivist Leslie, has urged me to send word to corporate or to put a warrant out for his capture. Or form, Trooper of Wallingford died as you lived. Outgoing messages. Not seeing anything. It's kind of all just lore stuff, it seems like. Right. Nothing quest relevant. Feel free to pause and read those if you like. Those are all lit up like there's something in them. Okay, and this brings us back to that room I was curious about right by the entrance. Okay. Protective undersuit. Fat cat armor. All right. We made it. Not too bad. Return to Ethel's lab. Is Ethel, that's on in Paradise, isn't it? Or Eden? Let's bring that map up. Look at the region. I feel like that's going to take us back to the Undisputed, yes? Or the Incognito. The Undisputed is Auntie's choice flying ship. Does anybody have anything to say about this whole thing? You don't currently? Okay. Head back to Ethel's lab. I guess we need to tell her about this. That way, for some reason. I don't see what the benefit of that will be. She did fix Inez's graph, so maybe it'll do something. We'll keep the same crew for now. All right. Pull that map up. We should be able to fast travel a bit closer. Why is this red? Was it always like that? Yeah, this looks like the Fairfield entrance is the closest fast travel point. Not sure how much time we're saving since that's not that far away.
Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Chaw, Zero-G Brew, and antibiotics. Everything you need to get through.
All these rifts got everyone riled up, including me. What are we supposed to do if we encounter one?
Oh, someday when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy Pin Pot saloon.
Huh?
We have not been back here in quite some time. Hey, we learned something.
Inez, have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
Well, that's
No,
nice.
Yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I got a device that might help stabilize what I got going on up on the shoulder. Ought to let me use my graft all the more often. Think you can install it?
Oh, well, this device is unusual and rather ingenious, if I may say so. Hold still, dear. This should take but a moment. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future, but I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. Where did you find such a device, anyhow?
I don't even remember picking that up.
What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
Go ahead and tell her about the lab.
There's a grafting lab way out on Cloister that was still operational. Till recently. I found it, Doc. And... Law. I ain't seen any horrors like that.
Still operating? Inez, do you feel all right? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
I know what I saw. They were brutalizing folk and creatures. Paying them no mind, giving them no honor, even if they succumb to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
Oh my. We'll let Inez continue.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive, cowering. I killed him, and let his sick aims die along with him. There's no good that can come of his work. Nothing. But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all
I think we do
Inez,
as well.
I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a...
Oh, you have an idea?
Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery.
Now, how about a name? Where can we find him?
His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations. The very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
Doc, with all due respect, what I do with him when I get there is my own damn business.
Okay. This is about justice, Ethel, please.
I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed Claim, the flagship of Auntie's Choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been, but it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez,
Okay.
all I ask is that you remain safe. A terrible wrong has been done, but do not throw your life away to right it. You might seek justice via other means.
I can't promise anything, Doc, but I'll try. Thank you for everything.
Excellent. All right, so this continues. Or does this become a different quest line? Full measures, yeah. Okay. Well, let's head back to the incognito then. We're going to confront this fella, which takes us to the Undisputed Claim, which that's where the main quest is, or the Auntie's Choice quest line's taking us as well, so
Commander,
works
I've
out
been
kind of
thinking.
perfect.
Can I bend your ear a moment?
Of course you can.
We got the intel we need, Commander. The Undisputed Claim's our destination. When we find Willard and stop this law-damned program in its tracks, Auntie's Choice will get what's coming to them. Been doing some thinking about ending the grafting program for good. It's gotta happen. I just didn't think it would start this way. With me turning murderer. Auntie had me good and fooled. She ain't any better than Spacer's
Killed
Choice.
a bunch of people throughout this
Making
playthrough.
any of them see reason
Killed a
is an
ton.
impossibility. Our overlords had a saying in Tau Ceti. If you got a rabid canid, you put it down before it maddens the whole pack. They used to say it about us workers, like we were the problem. It was
The workers are
terrifying.
almost never the problem.
But now I reckon I see some sense in that saying. Retribution never came for the folk at the top back then, but it certainly can now.
It won't be easy. Auntie's choice is filled to the brim with rabid canids.
Good thing I've already gotten started then. I wonder
if
this is what Ortiz had in mind when he sent me that message. He trusted my judgment, knew I always aimed to do right by him and folk everywhere. But he also knew both of us had been lied to when we joined up. The notion that our taking extraordinary risks would pay dividends. Do you think he knew this would be the final straw?
Maybe, but what matters is what we do next, so let's go find this Willard.
Thanks, Commander. Maybe this is what folk mean by the architects setting things in motion. If I hadn't broken my contract, I wouldn't be here. Maybe proving myself was never the intention. Maybe this is what I was meant to do. Suppose we're fixing to find out.
Indeed we are. All right, let's head back to the undisputed claim. Wait, why has it got Cloister as the target? Oh, I got the wrong quest selected. Full measures. There we go, that makes more sense. I don't know why it switched back to the main quest. I guess because we finished one, and that seems to be normally what it does when you finish a quest. All right, let's go. Let's actually... let's trade Aza for Niles or Valerie. Probably Valerie. I feel like, I mean, maybe because Valerie's a robot, the companion quests are kind of limited, but it very much seems like all the other companions have had significantly more in-depth companion quests, so maybe we're missing something there. I don't know. I could always look it up, but just not sure on that one. All right, so now we got to find. We pull the map up. We can fast travel the client intake. Oh, and that's local. If we go region, oh, you can fast travel around. Yeah, head office tower. I'm sure that's where we want to go, since it's a VP's office. Well, that's excellent, because those trolley rides are quite long. So if we can avoid that.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst...
So do I gotta talk to you about this?
You have business here, don't let me keep you.
Okay.
Make profitable choices.
Oh, here we go. For secure telecommunications, we can't go to. We can't go to Auntie Cleo's office yet. Okay. So we have to go to that one. Which is interesting. That means there's more to this than what we thought. I have a feeling Auntie's choice is going to be mad at us for this. Alright, we don't have his key card. But there he is right there. Let's close that.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%.
Oh?
Off the roll, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
I'm pretty sure that is what he's doing.
Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Do you want the job or not? We're burning Starlight.
Um, let's let Inez handle this. You want to handle this?
I do. Been waiting on this moment. This grafting program is a law-damned abomination. I went to your lab on Cloister, saw for myself what kind of depravity your folk got up to there. It's sick. My friend was butchered by Rasmussen. And he wasn't the only one. In fact, this program's been a sham from the start.
Ooh.
I got tossed aside. And for what? A mistake? Ain't nothing good that's come of this. It's time to call it quits.
What a preposterous notion. Shall we stop producing inhalers because of side effects? Or shut down all food factories because one severed appendage finds its way into packaging?
Good grief.
No, certainly not. I am not to blame for whatever inconvenience you experienced as a first edition patient. To quit now would be to toss aside all our progress.
Her experience has been the norm. Face it, this program is not viable.
Nonsense. I have myriad data at my disposal to dispute such a claim.
Don't matter to me what your plans are, or what you think you might accomplish. You've hurt too many good folk, and I've had enough.
I fear you've gotten too negative an impression of this work. Hear me out, will you? Allow me to assuage those fears.
All right, out with it then. We'll hear him out.
Are you a fool? We cannot speak of sensitive business details here. There's no telling which opportunistic colleague or overpaid contractor could be listening in. Meet me in back deck steerage. Take this pass for the tram. And for law's sake, make sure no hanger-on follows you. Especially that assistant of mine next door. Chin up, dear. I believe I'll change your mind yet.
We'll see. Seen this song and dance from all manner of suits before. Reckon he'll try to reel us into a ridiculous scheme, or bribe us with bits or booze or what have you. But this'll make it easier for us to intimidate the bastard into stepping down. Ooh, I relish the notion.
Yeah, I do agree with the idea of getting him into a more private area to take care of this. Can I fast travel from here is the question. We can. Excellent, excellent. All right. He is apparently this way.
Ah, you came. Foolish, aren't you? Thinking I'd reveal my secrets to the likes of you. Ah, contractors, now's your chance. First one to kill these imbeciles gets a one-time immune assault discount.
Life support.
Okay.
Down.
These contractors are pretty soft. You didn't really
Restoring agent fortitude to base.
I didn't even have to reload, and I took all of them down.
Yeah.
Only one of them was an actual trooper, two of them. The rest were just corporate climbers. These are just regular people. Not really fighters. Take a quick look around. I don't see a lot of interactable items around here, so... Oop. Nope. Okay. I guess we'll go confront him.
I knew you'd come through, my good Biff. That discount will be applied to your next purchase at the commissary, but cannot be combined with other... Ah! You! You're still alive!
Indeed, I
It's
am.
that easy to get rid of us, you idiot. Is how you treat all folk who approach you in good faith?
No folk have ever made it this far. How did you get past all my contractors? They were heavily trained and heavily expensive.
They were very soft and squishy. We have you cornered. Shouldn't you be groveling?
Whatever for. I've never met a problem I couldn't throw a bit cartridge at. So what's your price?
Don't you get it? We don't want your money, you sprat fucker.
All right, this is your last chance. Willard, resign and shut down your program for good.
This again? What is it with you? No, I've no incentive to shut down my life's work, especially at the demand of common thugs.
Let's see. Let's go with the medical option. Your program is a proven failure and you'll never convince anyone otherwise.
Maybe so. If I ever hope to court investors again, I needed proof of concept. And with Rasmussen gone, I suppose that time has passed. Fine. You win. I hereby resign and you can keep this as proof. Any bits left in my office are yours. Just, please, don't follow me.
Okie dokie.
Good riddance. But this ain't over yet. The other executives will be notified the moment Willard flees the undisputed claim. And within hours, dozens of rung climbers will be at the tower jockeying for his position.
That's
it's all
fair.
but certain that they'll claim his work for their own and make his bastardization of a grafting program all the worse if they so choose. Ain't about to let that happen.
Okay. But yeah, what exactly are you planning on doing about that?
Ain't suggesting. I'm telling you that we can't stand by and do nothing.
Well, I understand
it's obvious
that.
He was up to his neck in some scheme. If we dig it up and get the word out, his legacy will be in shreds. Maybe folk will be less inclined to follow in his footsteps.
Okay.
Should all but guarantee that Willard can't come crawling out from whatever rock he's keen to hide under, in any case.
Fair enough. Then let's go do that thing.
All right. We ought to start by searching his office. Any evidence we can find regarding money or business dealings could be of value. Once we got what we need,
10-4.
we can head to the recording studio to get the word out. The promise of a scandal should be enough to get in the door.
Excellent. We will then. All right, so let's pull that map up. We do need to head back to his office for sure. Try to gather whatever evidence we can. It's really a shame that they're not going to do an Outer Worlds 3. I mentioned this in the last stream, but this game has pretty consistently, the deeper I've gotten into the game, gotten better. Where'd the elevator go? There it is. Okay. Yeah, the further you get into the game, the more fun and interesting it becomes. The writing's pretty solid. I love the world they built here. It's really unfortunate that they're talking about not keeping it. Oh my good lord.
You cannot be here. My contract stipulates that this lab door remains locked at all times. I am not to be disturbed. That's funny, considering the heaps of times I've been called such.
I'm here to tell you that your treacherous fiend of a boss is now out of commission, and I'm investigating all of his indiscretions. You wouldn't happen to know about any unsanctioned business dealings, would you?
Ah, I'm afraid I can't help with that. I've only spoken with him once, upon my hiring.
Oh? What about where he keeps his files? Surely he had some way to communicate with them.
Well, yes, but not here or face to face. I was to have all communication sent to a private room at the Best Choice. He held all his business dealings and records therein. Again, of course, circumventing intellectual property taxes or some such.
The Best Choice. That's the lounge for VIPs, looking out over the Esplanade, if I'm remembering right.
Indeed it is.
We might pay to visit.
We should. Good. Sooner we get out of this butcher shop, the better.
This is actually an experimental operation with high import. Do pay it some respect, will you? And close the door when you leave.
I will do no such thing, but I will loot whatever you got lying around. And then we were going to check his office as well for intel. 200 bits, that's not bad. I think we get more XP for doing hack stuff, but I kind of like, I mean, we got the lucky trait for a reason, so let's use that. Not a ton of opportunities to use that. The financial records were discreetly delivered to a carousel corner today. After looking them over thrice, I can confidently state several truths. This well-timed windfall should keep my research progressing uninterrupted for many months to come. If I should wish to expand operations, it cannot be stifled by corporate oversight. Perhaps my own venture would be wise. WHK Enterprises does carry a dulcet tone. It quite literally pays to be one's own financial broker. So he was planning on stepping out from underneath Annie's choice and trying to do his own thing. That's interesting. Dr. Rasmussen, I must say, between the Zeranian mishandling and the rampaging of your beast, the utter pathetic tone in which you address me, I'm most disappointed in your performance, but fear not. The work you have started will continue with or without you, and your name will be read out in daily demotions. Report for here. First, let me express how pleased I am to finally have a scientist like you with profit in mind. Okay. So he was kind of a jerk to his researchers. That's kind of what I expected. But that did give us some additional intel to get the message out. Let's visit the best choice, which I believe best choice is in the Esplanade area. So we'll check that out as well. We want to get all the dirt we can on this guy and bury him, so that this stuff does not happen again.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee.
Leave me be,
Successive
all right?
generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses.
It says visit the best choice up there. But this is the best choice over here. Very confused. Oh, now it's underneath me. Not entirely sure how that map marker was floating around like that, but whatever. We got it figured out. All right, let's head inside.
Engaging
my.
aesthetics appreciation protocol. What a lascivious domicile and or indoor space.
Oh, did someone see that? Dang it. Close this door. All right. Reparation records. A brief look through the long-running reports show a clear pattern. Willard has been siphoning money directly from Angie's Choice seemingly dormant aesthetics fund and redirecting it to WHK Enterprises as a clear front for his own account. Ooh. He was doing a little embezzlement. Probably gonna have to pay another freaking fine because of a dang old kleptomania. All right, I think we got all the information we can on this guy. Let's bury him.
Sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter-over-quarter. Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to experimental operations.
Yes, I understand I may look in charge, but I'm just minding the desk for our esteemed director. The real talent, as they say.
I need to get a message on the broadcast, urgently. Can you help with that?
Not unless you need any clever pointers on enunciation. Our director, however, is in one of the recording booths. Through the door to your left. You'll want to speak with her.
Oh, okay.
To me, as your chief executive,
Is this? That's a bathroom, so that's not it. Okay, this is how you get recording for one. You get in here and talk to them.
Welcome to Wireless Free Arcadia Studios. Thessaly Falk, Director of Talent Placation and General Runnings. Here to contract a recording or in the market for autographs?
Holt sent me to speak with you. I got a message I'd like to send out over the wireless. Trust me, this is one all the folk in Auntie's Choice won't want to miss.
Is that so? Well, the more riveting the content, the larger our commissions. However, as you're without an appointment and I'm quite busy, I'm afraid I've only time to record one take. Do make it count. Shall we begin?
All right. Sooner we get the word out, the better.
Glad we're in agreement. I'm here to expose the truth about a prominent vice president. His business dealings are not what they seem.
That's quite the bold claim. Now remember to speak into the mic, dear. Enunciate clearly, but with feeling. Inhabit the words. Be the message. Joining us today in the studio is a very special guest and rare specimen indeed, a grafted soldier. And one who alleges that one of Auntie's own vice presidents is not who he seems. Take it away.
Inez Sealong speaking. I got intel on an illegal program led by Vice President of Experimental Operations, Willard Conan. Folk aplenty suffered because of it.
Some say there cannot be success without suffering. It's more or less standard operating procedure, isn't it? Unless you're leaving out any gory details.
He allowed his scientists to experiment on dead soldiers. It's inhumane.
Some within our organization might call that frugal, thrifty even. That is, why waste a perfectly good resource when no one else has use for it?
Good grief.
These are human beings I'm speaking of, not barrels of void damn uranium. They were good folk who didn't know what they were signing up for. They deserved better. But if that ain't incriminating enough for you, Willard had himself some money problems, which ain't too distant from a grave sin far as Auntie's concerned.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Tell me, did he squander all his bits on drink? Bet it all on a tarmac and cheese rebranding? Or worse? Thoroughly recount every lurid detail?
We have proof that he funneled money from Auntie's Choice to his own business, WHK Enterprises.
He stole from Auntie directly. I have here in his own words an admission to the crime. It's go-getterness gone too far. And you know what happens to one of Auntie's nephews who misbehaves?
Splendiferous! Couldn't hardly get more sensational than that if we tried. The audience will be on the edge of their seat hearing all the ghastly minutiae about this scandal.
I think we did it.
I think we did.
Won't know for sure until the broadcast airs, of course, but Law, I reckon I might finally be able to put this to rest. For Ortiz. For everyone.
Good job,
Commander.
Hey, not a problem.
Inez, almost forgot. We have a bit of a goodie bag for special guests who visit the studio. You qualify. Do collect it from the front desk on your way out.
Excellent. We get some free stuff on the way, too. There was talk of free things.
Sorry, no autographs.
We have to get it from here?
Sorry, no autographs.
Oh, there it is. An advanced mod kit for Inez. How did they have that at a radio station? Where does this go? Oh, that's the recording room we went in the first time, right? Alright, my kleptomania flaw is still a big problem. Alright, so let's pull up the journal. We got that done. Alright, now I think the now hiring, I think, is the next thing we have the ability to do other than the collection quests, which I'm just going to have a guide for. It'd be too much just wandering around. I do that enough already anyways without doing it on purpose for the sake of trying to find something. All right. Should be able to head this way and take care of this. Let's see what they got to say. We did break the workers' strike. We kind of gave the workers as much as we possibly could, as the game allowed us.
Very busy little Manty Wasp.
Which was kind of the goal to begin with.
This
Time is
See how
theirs.
they feel about
Tell
it.
us how it went.
Well, I negotiated a resolution and the workers are back in the factory. Or should I talk trash on them? I kind of feel like I should talk trash on them a little bit. Terribly. Your auntie's choice turned out to be every bit as foul as I feared you were.
Yes, well, I can understand how you'd feel that way, but in time, you'll understand that Auntie's choice is the best form of consumer proprietorship humanity has ever created.
Yeah, I don't know
You
about
even
that.
remember the old Earth corporations? Didn't treat their employees an iota as well. No chance to better yourself at all.
That's
got what you got,
unfortunately
which was next to nothing.
Reigns pretty
Well,
true in most
Any
cases.
other uninformed insights you're looking to share?
Yeah, yeah, let's be a little standoffish. You already know how it went. Just tell me what you think.
Oh, you're looking for a performance review? Well, that's easy. You stopped the stoppage, completed your work. Our employees are back in the factory.
Yes, they are, and I applaud you for that. Though I had hoped you'd better represent our interests over theirs.
Well, too bad, so sad. You wanted them back to work, and they're back to work. You can afford the losses.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report?
No, that's all. What's my next assignment?
Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. Do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how.
Not really.
It's fucking art.
Not really. Yeah, hold on. Back up a moment. Marketing is an art?
Damn right. Of course. We're Auntie's choice. We know
It's really
what motivates
coercion.
people
It's not
better
really
than
an
they
art,
do.
I don't think.
Real
But
marketing is gut-driven. It's not something you think about. It's something you feel. That is, convince someone to feel.
yeah, exactly. Convince someone to feel. Coercion. All right. What's this monopolistic mercantile methodology plan you mentioned?
It is an intricately crafted, multi-phase marketing initiative that will introduce Auntie's choice to the rest of the galaxy and establish the foothold of our pending monopoly. It requires a series of daring, almost impossibly savvy, perfectly timed, and flawlessly executed stratagems to create optimal market positioning.
Whole thing's a load of bunco. Calculatory claptrap from a bunch of overeducated know-nothings who are so smart they're stupid. Go ahead. Tell them who devised it.
With pleasure! The archive on Cloister analyzed millions of variables with bazillions of permutations to create an idealized path for total competitive domination.
So what's the second step in the roadmap for market dominance? Nah. Did you want me to do something, or are here to listen to you argue? I don't know. I kind of initiated that whole conversation. I kind of wanted to hear what he had to say. Yeah, what's the next step?
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities.
That's a lot of ologies.
Actually, it's only 3. Surely you can handle twice that many tasks. I don't want to sound like the Order, but you could make a list, maybe. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
This very much worries me We did get a level up, which is nice. It very much worries me giving a corporation like Auntie's Choice the capability to perform mental refreshment. Let's do our level up. We'll go lockpick, engineering, and medical. We'll apply that. We do get a perk. We did want, what was the one we saw that kind of jumped out at us and then we ended up deciding something else? Where'd it go? Survivalist, no. Sleight of hand. We haven't done any pickpocketing at all. Treasure hunter could be useful. Psychopath. Gain bonus damage against any faction. You have a negative reputation. I don't have any negative reputation. Restricted inventory could be useful. Ninja, we can't stealth for shit, so that's not going to help us at all. Nature's friend. Taming creatures could be helpful. Makeshift armor. Whenever you craft armor, your armor gains a temporary bonus. I don't know about that. Manual reset. Lasting high. I think this was it. Your medical. You can now use your medical inhaler while crashing, but at a reduced efficiency. That could be useful. Face reader could be good too. Do we have any more speech perks? It doesn't look like we have any available. Kind of feel like face reader would be the most interesting. Don't you? I think so. Let's go with that. All right, and it looks like we have stuff for companions as well, for Valerie specifically. When Valerie is in the party, all overhealing you receive is converted into temporary health grades slowly. That's pretty good. When Valerie's in the party, you and all your companions will automatically heal, generating up to 50% of their max health. Yes. That is exactly what we want. All right. So we have to get back to Proctor. Looks like they changed the name of the quest again. Mysteries of Mental Modulators. Okay. Codex logs. I don't think I've looked at this once. We'll head back to the ship. We'll head back to Proctor. Proctor's where we started this episode, right? It seems like there's a lot going on there.
Have time for a chat, Commander?
Indeed, I do.
Commander, you hear my interview over the wireless too? They've been playing it every hour. Part of it, anyway. Seems all the evidence we brought Thessaly made an impression. Other VPs are fearing for their jobs now. Can you imagine? Reckon nobody will touch Willard's work now.
Excellent. So do you think it's safe to say the grafting program is shuttered for good?
Definitely. I'd bet a post-mortem on Willard's activities is being drafted as we speak. Few are keen to repeat the same mistakes as someone trotted out as a cautionary tale. If I ain't said it recently, then let me say it again. Thank you. I don't think I could have done right by Ortiz all on my own. Nobody has to be hurt like he was again.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, you're very welcome. It's the least I could do.
Come on. You've done enough for me already. And any help from a friend is invaluable. You know,
excellent.
It's hard to fathom that just months ago I spent so much law-damn time begging to be accepted. Like I was worth only what other folk thought of me. I was so lost. I really believed when I ended my contract that a better life was possible. I know the truth about Auntie's Choice now. And I know who I am. So yeah, a better life is possible. Just not at someone else's mercy.
There you go.
I ain't gonna let myself or anyone else be led into the same trap they set for us. Ever again.
Excellent. You're worth far more than Auntie ever knew. Remember that.
I will, Commander. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.
Indeed we do. All right. so we need to head to Praetor. I think I keep saying Proctor. It's Praetor. All right, and then that raises the question, who do I want for companions now? So I feel like with these three, we're for sure done with all their companion quests. Let's switch Inez out for Niles. Niles, I feel like there's going to be something else to it, and Valerie is kind of a toss-up. With them being a robot, like what kind of personal relationships, have they really come up with to justify having another companion quest? But we haven't done much for them, so that's the only thing that keeps me wondering. Where is our map marker? All the way over there. Looks like the best option we have is the reconfiguration center and then head south. This is a new area. We might find more side quests down here. It's always a possibility. All right. It is nice that this game's like pretty good about, because if you do the quest, you're going to explore pretty much all of the planet's area that you have available. We got a little cave here. That's definitely piquing my interest. I do like getting sidetracked. Oh, this is not a cave. It's just like, well, I guess it technically is a cave, but it's just like a little cubby hole, not a full-on cave system. What about this one?
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Check enemy light just turned on.
N-rays discerned.
Man, he flew away. All right. Same thing, just another little cubby hole. We are starting to run low on this ammo. We can always switch guns up. I think we've collected a fair amount of ammo for several other guns. I feel like the biomass pistol probably has a lot of ammo. Maybe we'll use that one next. Can we talk to these guys?
Have you considered that submitting ourselves voluntarily is proof enough that we don't require it, and would in fact waste resources that could be better spent on other subjects? Need I remind you that we are at war? All loyal subjects must be willing to sacrifice their own betterment on behalf of the greater good.
No, he's an enemy.
This is one of those
Not friendly life form detected.
Oh, we got some guys over here.
Disruptive influences.
Reducing stability.
Oh my, where'd you come from? There's someone shooting up there.
Seeking cover.
Let's get around to the tower.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Was there not somebody up here? Personal reflections. Basically, someone's bored working at the tower is pretty much what that said. Oh, we got a sniper rifle. Nice. Was that the guy who was in the tower, maybe? Maybe he jumped down? I have no problem laying waste to all these Protectorate guys, so. There's a Protectorate Dragoon.
Fastest way forward is through!
Oh, he got hung up on this little thing right here. That's funny. Okay. Seem to be mining this stuff for some reason. Gotta keep an eye on our ammo. We are starting to run a little bit low. Probably switch to the biomass pistol for a little bit. Got more Protectorate troopers over here.
Invasion into element! Some is resilient.
Console provides, the system abides.
I do wonder if there's a more subtle way we can hit this base, but I'm not really that worried about it, to be honest with you.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
Take him out!
Nope, missed.
Grenade! Maintaining perfection! Replenishing my...
Potential combat in the vicinity.
I didn't drop anything?
Many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid waters wellnetarium, here on Praetor, is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive device.
Refresh to be. You're free now, bud. You don't have to do the mental refreshment.
Refreshing than ever.
I guess let's head inside.
Hit him hard!
Lick 'em.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Administering a systemic cleanse.
Oh, thank you. Alright, they got him.
Stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind.
Okay, looks like that's it there. I guess we gotta head down the elevator. Excellent, excellent. Going smoothly so far. Hopefully that keeps up. Let's see. A memo from the head refresher Gould notes, subjects are to be administered doses of Repertin through multiple means each day. Details follow regarding the means it should be provided and how the enhanced suggestibility it provides makes essential part of mental refreshment process that boosts retention of Protectorate propaganda. Take that. I assume that will be relevant to our data collection, which is what we're here for.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To
Whoa.
shed all manner of imperfect life?
Uh-oh.
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections. I'm Head Refresher Gould, and
Was I not supposed to go this way?
when you exit our doors, you'll be a productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say, goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
Be advised, you have inhaled aerosolized chemicals with possible psychotropic properties.
Yeah.
Please refrain from operating heavy machinery.
I guess, do we have to go through mental refreshment to finish
Greetings,
this?
subject, or should I say refreshed to be. Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not
Is that
on
what
my
we call it?
schedule. A walk-in, then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
Right. That's why we're here. Got some thoughts we need rinsed. I mean, washed. Deloused?
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
Yeah, what the hell did I just walk through?
Our facility's induction corridor is quite an experience, isn't it? A feast for the senses, second only to our chief edification and remembrance center, the Tomb of the Matriarch. Accompanying our head refresher's thought-lulling welcome is a musical score based off an inspirational composition partially hummed by the consul himself, and a brief spritz of our very own reprioritron gas to boost attentiveness and provide the perfect touch of compliancy to commence your treatment here.
What in the law's name is a wellnetarium?
Placid Waters Wellnetarium is the primary mental refreshment facility on Praetor. We are tasked with ensuring local subjects are serene, untroubled, and operating at peak efficacy.
You seem a little off. Are you all right?
Right as rain, neighbor. Right as rain. And soon you'll be just like me.
I don't know if I want that. The process you do here, it does what exactly?
Head Refresher Gould says mental refreshment increases tractability, stifles undue agitatement, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. I've undergone the procedure myself. Several times, they say, and look at me now.
Good grief.
Never more content.
Okay. Is there any other way in here or out?
None authorized to you. Not until completion. Now there. No need to fear evaluation. It's just a few brief fleeting questions, all perfectly harmless, I assure you. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Okay.
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications. If baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
Should we lie our way out of here, or should we do the gambler lines since we have that background? Yeah, let's risk it. Let's see what happens. Long shots are the best kind.
Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the sovereign as a loyal protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
My efficaciness knows no bounds. I'm off the charts completely.
Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The
Okay.
degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief?
Risk taking means you grapple with such things frequently.
Unacceptable. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
We're gonna go gambler again. Someone who will pay you back eventually.
Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 200 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful Protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion,
Oh,
you
boy.
are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Okay, so I'm a little confused on this.
To deliberate is to court ruin.
Because like, how do we get out of this? I'm assuming if we go through the mental refreshment, that won't be ideal.
Gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Yeah, they did. Okay, message from head refresher. I ask all personnel to refrain from discussing any topics pertaining to unnamed subject currently aiding in our special administrations board. Unless you are requested to help with his care, please pretend he is currently residing somewhere else far away. Perhaps a nice farm or something. Remember, questions are an unmistakable sign of worry, disadequate, and rumination. A subject having questions is a telltale sign of requiring refreshment. Okay. Unseal rear intake exit. Yes, please. All right, that is unsealed. All right, that is all we can do at this terminal. Apparently, we can just take these things. So I will. Turn the radio off.
Alert.
Settle down,
Hostiles.
everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
Okay, well, you're not a hostile. You're a scientist. You're not going to attack me. This guy probably will.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just
Yes,
say
he
when.
will. Will he?
Inhibiting harmful side effects of battle.
Mess with the subversive tool.
Your battlefield performance is no longer compromised.
What am I getting hit by? Oh, there's another guy over here. Got him. There's still some shooting going on.
Ammunition depleted.
Even though the scientists are doing bad things, I generally try to leave them alone.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Are we still in combat? I didn't think we were.
This paradigm. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental
There is no map marker, so I'm not entirely sure what we're looking for. A Repperton gas dispensement controls. A memo to all refreshment facilitators. As you recall, regularizing spritzing Repperton gas has been proven to boost subject susceptibility to our guidance broadcast. It's in my belief that this will also accentuate the effects of the lathe. Please help me test this by gassing chamber thoroughly during our upcoming scheduled session. Do remember to avoid activating the system until I have safely retreated to the office. We'll use our observation. It's a higher skill level, right? So it's got to be better.
Hmm? Say, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all over?
All right. The gas dissipated enough for me to go in. Looks like it has. Hey, buddy.
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow.
Oh,
Surely
somehow?
nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a protectorate subject at all. You
I am
have
not.
the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
Frequent exposure to reprioritin gas may result in increases in tolerance and gullibility.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something.
My lack of glassy-eyed bewildered gaze gave me away, didn't it?
Listen to this one. You're a hoot. Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly.
To detail the horrors of the mental refreshment process.
You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under.
Oh, do you now?
Proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for.
All right, I'm always up for a spirited debate.
Yes, well, you'll see, even in a nominally reduced state, I am more than up to the task. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
Yeah, that's kind of rich from someone who's allowed the freedom to think but robs it from others.
My position is a burden gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think so they don't have to ensure the paradigm runs ably. Their order is chaos to us. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists?
Not really. Yeah, let's use our speech. They greatly reward skill, talent, and innovative ideas. You'd probably go far over there.
That actually sounds to have some slight merit when you put it that way. I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public, though. All our friends and neighbors. Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare.
Guess everything looks great when you're doing the mental revising instead of receiving it.
People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry.
Ever considered that you're turning your subjects into unthinking automatons?
No, I haven't. And that seems a rather facile argument to make about a society that utilizes automechs to handle daily chores and labor. A low-hanging fruit, as it were. Well, you've raised some interesting points, I suppose. Any other clever assertions you'd like to put forward before I fully evaluate your performance here?
What do you think the matriarch would think about mental refreshment today?
Her opinion to me would be largely irrelevant.
Okay.
While I appreciate all she did, of course, there are those who are visionaries and those of us who enact vision, who make it real. I must say that was moderately stimulating, passably interesting at a few points even, almost intriguing. Now, what next?
Explain everything you can about the contraption's innermost workings.
Oh dear, I don't understand how the machine works, only how to use it.
Good
the
grief.
technical specifications for the lathe of particularity are in my office in the next room, hidden in a cache behind a frame on the wall. Pick
Okay.
up the cap to open it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have a schedule to maintain. So many minds to refresh, so little time. What an
All right.
edifying confabulation.
This device control panel appears to be quiet and dark, as if it was currently inoperable. Okay. So, very much appears I need to go to his office. We'll take whatever he's got lying around. Whoop. Might as well, right? A reminder to self, I'd admit I thought myself rather clever in how thoroughly I secured the schematics for the lathe, particularly last week. Only I've forgotten the elaborate code I devised to open it. Poor exemplar Althern spent the better part of an hour prying open the cache door, but now I've got it. Hidden in plain sight, should be wholly sufficient. I've reworked the mechanism to simply require that I lift the cap off the rigged mannequin, and the concealed hatch will spring wide open. Okay, this is stuff he already told me.
The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases...
Okay, well, I apparently don't even need to lift the cap. All right, we'll take the schematics, take compact rounds, we'll take a revolver, we'll take the cap, even though apparently we didn't really need that. We'll break into his safe and steal his money.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment.
Sovereign Henry.
But that last session, that was far more intensive. Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions. Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer! Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended. Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
So they tried to do mental refreshment on the Sovereign. What do we got here? Do that. We'll disable the sentry that I think we already blew up, and then unlock the cafeteria. Refreshment. Gaping hole inside the kitchen pantry is a perfect reason for being there. There's a giant hole in the pantry, apparently. Rating the last message from one of our dear overly refreshed facilitators correct. Someone appears to have dug an escape tunnel. That's funny. Old privilege priority pass. Nice.
Sustain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Let's see. Memo from the head refresher details strategic propaganda. How it's incurred disintegrating questions. Yeah, we'll take that. All right, let's check around this building a little bit more.
The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Series of recorded lectures from the head refresher. We'll take those.
Undue agitation stymies untoward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Any other doors we have not gone into? Definitely gone that way. Looks like we've gone this way, but didn't pick things up. That doesn't make any sense. Here's that's pretty much it there.
Hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action.
Possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind.
We never went this way.
That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Do we want to go that way? A little worried about that. That does go down to the bottom area. I'm worried they're going to gas me again. Let's try it. Well, does this go that way too? Maybe if we go through it backwards, we won't get mentally refreshed. This door very much seems to go in the same direction if we can even go through it. We cannot? Okay. All right. Curiosity is going to get the better of me here, even if it is detrimental to my brain. I very much feel like I have to check. Yes, you guys are all scared. I do have a gun, so I can always shoot my way out of the situation, right? Isn't that how video games work? Oh.
This unit reminds you that mental refreshment is not an Earth Directorate approved medical procedure.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about you. I have answers to questions and no questions to answer.
Operating at peak efficiency at all
Hello,
times.
my name is Abigail, and I am realigned with the paradigm.
Oh, are you now? Can you tell me anything about the refreshment process?
Head Refresher Gould says his recorded lectures are key to thinking approved thoughts.
Okay.
He tells us what to think and what thoughts are unsanctioned. It's also very helpful.
Well, isn't that nice?
A restorative cocktail of pharmaceuticals and a quick dip into the lathe of particularity device can abrade all imperfections.
Okay. You don't happen to have any of the pills on you, do you?
Only internally, I'm afraid. You should speak to Refreshment Facilitator Tilden in the lecture hall.
Okay. Where can I get, I mean, here, Head Refresher's recorded lectures?
Just follow the signs to the lecture hall.
Okay. What are you here for? Some major infraction, no doubt?
I once possessed a failing of character where I would voice simple statements in a way that sounded like a question? Drat! There.
Good grief.
Anyhow, I was reported for it?
Okay. You're the first person here other than staff to acknowledge me.
It is the duty of all Protectorate subjects to regularly converse with our neighbors, so we may determine if their zeal has wavered. I am newly full of zeal, free of imperfect thoughts. My mind is a thing of symmetry. My phrenometric peaks are all abraded.
Well, isn't that nice? So you no longer experience worry or doubt?
I only experience approved emotions. Doubt and worry are notably unsanctioned. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts, after all.
Okay. If you say so.
Refreshment is inevitable. You can't fight contentment.
Okay.
Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of
does not
perfect
enter
symmetry.
into my thinking.
duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability.
This place is super creepy.
Stymies untoward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Right as rain. Right as rain.
All subjects prosper.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their
hello.
zeal never lagged.
Oh, you have a unique name.
Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation.
Indeed, I do.
I'm Waylon.
Okay. You still have that look about you. Have you been refreshed?
No, no. I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try.
Okay. We'll do a stage whisper. You should go before you're abraded. Blink once if you want help escaping.
Wait, I just blinked several times, didn't I? What did that signify? I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say.
I'm a high-rank protector so-and-so. You have to come with me.
Are you in disguise? I don't recognize so-and-so as a title. This feels a bit curious to me. But I feel compelled not to question it too much. Maybe the treatment is working.
There you
I'd
go.
go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived. Stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it.
Oh, you mean this? Apparently I've already looted that.
Oh, commemorative pitch ball. I missed you so. Let's never part again. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost. One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry. Though there are 2 automechs assigned there now, to keep subjects from wandering in and ambling off.
Okay. Good news. The pantry is open for ambling.
Okay. Okay. Ready to go then, I suppose. If we get separated, I'll meet you there.
Excellent. Okay, so we got another quest going on. Escape from Placid waters.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall.
I guess let's equip that as our quest. No, because we still want to gain additional materials. So yeah, let's just keep exploring and see what we find.
Technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Imperfection is impossible.
And we'll try to get him on the way out.
Symmetry.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have.
Coming up on some foes. Let's get them over with!
Reducing
There's someone else shooting at me? Oh, there he is.
Confirm.
Okay. We disabled power, apparently. My observations telling me to go to this vent. Mental refreshment, pharmaceutical sample. Yes, please. Okay, was that the last additional material? Kind of appears so. It has that vent there. We'll use the auto dock. Let me make sure, yeah, there's nothing there.
They never questioned.
I don't know where this elevator goes. Let's see. I feel like I've been all these places before. Let's check our vent back here, see what that does for us. Oh my. We're just gonna have to run through that, aren't we? Yep. That hurt. We got plenty of foodstuffs, though. Did that stop that? Sure did. Okay. Oh, is this just loop around? That's all it does, yeah.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnatarium here on
Oh, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnatarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now.
Okay. Can I ask you a few questions about the facility?
Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again.
What's wrong with questions?
Questions are an unmistakable sign of worry, disquietment, and worst yet, rumination. Once the mind is a thing of symmetry, vexatious agitatements simply waft away. As every loyal and dutiful protectorate subject knows, thinking is best left to our betters.
Oh, that's nice. Where can I find some samples of the pharmacology used here?
You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly.
Okay. What does the medicament dispensement automech do?
The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments.
Oh, is that so? That's very, very helpful. Say that 3 times fast.
The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments.
Okay. How can someone get an example of this facility's propaganda methodologies?
I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good, good. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed curative regimen. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive.
Okay. Where can I find one of those cartridges you mentioned?
Upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security.
Okay. You've been refreshed, so you won't question this. There's a good reason to grant me access.
How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas.
Okay. What sort of technology is employed in the process?
You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session with Head Refresher Gould yet. You'll soon learn all about it firsthand.
Okay.
You'll feel ever so much better once your phreноmetric peaks have been abraded.
Violence deferred. Curiosity, interest, and concern not detected. Conclusion. The mental refreshment process appears to severely limit cognitive functions.
I think that is its goal. Okay, so this just loops around then, okay?
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
I think, let's check the journal, but I'm pretty sure we got all the things we can.
Is so important.
Collect additional materials. I think, yeah, it's got that little plus there, so I think we got everything we need. So let's escape from Placid Waters. Let's see Waylon out. And then we'll... Oh, I got stuff for companions? I do have a point for you. Now goads rather than taunts. In addition to targeting Niles, goaded enemies have reduced attack speed. Niles' companion ability now fires 6 shots instead of 3, doubling the total damage you deal. Additionally, enemies killed by Niles as part of the ability explode, dealing damage to other enemies. Yes, please.
Technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
Where is he? This one?
That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Okay, we haven't been in this room. Okay, my observation's pointing me that way, but there doesn't appear to be anything there. I wonder if I'll see it.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
If I go through the door.
Good night.
A draft can be felt from coming behind this poster. We'll tear it down. Yeah, this very much seems like a nod to, what's that, Shawshank Redemption?
This is all right neighborly of you. Can't thank you enough. Now, after you. By all means. Oh, and last I heard from my daughter, Emily, she was off to Free Market Station.
Oh.
You meet us there. She'll surely give you a reward. After you,
Excellent,
by all
excellent.
means. I fear I must insist. Guess all outsiders aren't as bad as Prudence makes you out to be.
All right, hopefully us just going through it sees Waylon out. And he did give us a reason to go to Free Market Station, which is a place we've never been before. Yep, that did seem to work. Let's go ahead and do that first. Then we get a new area. We can potentially find some new quests to do as well before we push forward with Auntie's Choice. Why does that unknown coded signal thing pop up every time we go to the ship now?
This unit is now at maximum efficiency. The overall likelihood of the team's total annihilation have been greatly reduced.
Well, that's nice. Looking good, Val. How do you feel?
Current status: optimal. The Earth Directorate thanks you for your service in upgrading your Valerie unit. Reimbursement for parts and labor is not available at this time.
Of course it's not. You can pay me back by telling me something about yourself, Val. Something I don't know.
Did you know? The average Valerie unit remains in service for 5 to 10 years. Agent Ibarra, however, has extended this unit's functionality beyond this range.
So you're practically ancient in automech years.
This unit is programmed to avoid commentary on age unless directly related to a health condition.
Okay, fair enough. Technophobia. I forgot I had this flaw. Let's try it. You may have everyone else fooled, but you're smarter than you let on.
It is always a pleasure to speak with you, Commander.
Doesn't even acknowledge it. Very nice. All right, let's go to Free Market Station for the first time. We'll see what that's all about. We'll check out Millie. We'll complete this quest, and then we'll kind of go from there. We'll keep the same crew we got for now. Just to see how that goes. I believe this is another Auntie's Choice stronghold, if I remember correctly. It very much looks like it, that's for sure. Or maybe not?
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, Maybe didn't run it by him. It was out of a big metal barrel behind the bar. Said Auntie's Finest Star Wipe on it.
That wasn't booze. That was ship wax.
Oh,
Really? Barney should start selling it then. It's better than half his stock.
All right, you have a unique name. What's
My
up?
esteemed colleagues tell me you're someone to be trusted.
Okay, I guess that's all she's got for now. Okay, so this is more of a Sub Rosa stronghold.
You're part of our crew. That makes you a friend.
Well, sorry. All right, let's stay away from these hucksters so I don't accidentally steal all their stuff.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious how you've been gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
I am not a spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance someday. Surely you can appreciate that.
Right. And I'm sure that information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station years from now. I'll be watching you.
Okay.
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration?
Yeah, kinda.
Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market.
I don't know much about it. Yeah, I really don't know much about it.
Drat! It's mortifying that my options would be so limited that I must resort to random chance to achieve my aims. Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but I held out some hope that you might be able to enlighten me where the station populace has not. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge wherever it can be found.
Fair enough.
My earnest questions have been met with suspicion.
I'm guessing the Free Market is the ship that the station's built around?
You're correct. Unfortunately, I'll take that question to mean that I can't interview you for more information. Fiddlesticks. If some independent preservationist would be willing to assist me in discovering the truth...
Oh, of course I can do that. You better believe it. I could absolutely lend a hand.
That's great. I can offer you a stipend from my exploratory budget for anything you might manage to discover. Converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I look forward to furthering the cause of history with you.
All right. Any tips where to start off?
I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar. Both are places where gossip flies about like so many tarot rays. Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but I'm not sure where. You also might be able to find some intact portion of the ship amidst all of the station's wreckage. Take a look around.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be able to get farther on your own.
Well, thanks. What about this other
That
uniquely named?
wayward science type didn't disturb you much, friend. We of the station normally do our best to dissuade partisans from making nuisances of themselves.
I don't find her being a nuisance. All right. Well, this is all I can really say. Actually, our conversation was pleasant. Maybe you folks should be more open-minded.
Ain't surprised they're pleasant to you. You don't have to worry you'll be made a target. All that aside, enjoy your time on the station. Don't get into any trouble.
Okay. That's all she's got to say to me, apparently. Let's move forward with our quest. Then we'll do a little exploration under the guise of the quest. Here's the Free Market Bazaar. Apparently a lot of gossip flies around here.
Buy from me, please?
Hello, Millie.
Glad there are people out here like you. Gives hope. Both of us, well, we're forever in your debt.
All right.
Before I forget.
Oh,
here,
nice.
This is for you. Thank you ever so much for freeing my father.
My friend from Placid
Dang,
Waters.
she had quite a bit.
Appreciate you fetching the pitch ball Millie got me. And of course, the escort out of there. Though mostly, the pitch ball.
Okay. How you doing, Waylon?
Wonderful, wonderful. So good to see Millie again. Don't know how to do anything here, but I can sing to my heart's content. You heading out? Do take care. Again, Much obliged. Their team plays the worst
Glad there are
anyone has
people
ever
out here
played.
like you.
Our
Gives
first
hope.
back is perfect.
Both of us.
Our pitch
well,
ball is well
we're-
conveyed.
We're forever in your debt.
Okay, neither of them have information about this place. All right, so let's pop up and let's do our free market side quest and search for clues. I assume we're probably just looking for people that are uniquely named.
Meals currently sold with both if you became violently ill after eating here. Please feel free to write our stall an angry letter, then burn it. What may this unit rehydrate for you?
Okay. Are you in charge of the stall all by yourself?
Negative. This unit and stall are registered to Gerald T. Wenrich. Mr. Wenrich last visited 222 days ago.
That's a
When
long
last
time.
seen, Mr. Wenrich mentioned he was, quote, going to teach those redacted sub rosa redacted a lesson. Nobody extorts Gerald T. Wenrich.
Okay. Let's take a quick look at what you
wares
got.
were at some point cooked fresh.
Probably nothing I need. We could probably sell him some stuff. We're pretty flush on cash right now, though. We go to sell. Yeah, we could sell him anything. It appears. This prisoner clothing. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. We're never going to use that. Not going to use that. We got duplicates of that. We probably have a better version of it anyways. I don't feel honestly like doing a bunch of inventory
Shop
management
here
right
to
now.
acquire
So we'll just stop there.
fine food for cheap.
You're knocking it dead out there.
Oh, thank you.
Garments here. Come ganderize.
We'll leave all the shop. Well, the shopkeepers sometimes have stuff for us to do.
My folks didn't raise no fashion monger, but they did raise a bloodthirsty opportunist. I'd like to think I'm making them proud. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I can provide.
Okay. Seems like you got quite a collection. How'd you come into all this?
Used to be part of Auntie's Choice. Nothing special, just a pilot for light cargo vessels. Had a lot of time to think with just the Void for company. Eventually decided I was sick of being overworked and underpaid and made off with my cargo.
Fair
Turned out
enough.
to be generic clothes, work gear, and such. More of a market for it out here than I would have guessed. I've bolstered my wares since. You should give them a look.
Okay. We'll take a
I
quick
got
peek.
rags, fineries, and everything in between.
Anything that really jumps out at me? Not really. All right. There's a doctor. I've stolen something. I didn't even think I was in range to do that.
If you've a tooth pain, you know who to visit. Got a sale on teeth extraction today. A quarter off with one or more bloodlettings. If
Oh.
you've wounds that need stitching or teeth that need scrutiny, I'm your doctor.
Okay. You seem a little dentistry obsessed for a doctor.
Yes? Is this a problem? I'm the only doctor on Free Market Station. I think that excuses whatever quirks I may or may not have.
Oh, okay.
My prior faction demanded I strictly adhere to my vocation and forego the world of dentistry under penalty of death after
Good
a
grief.
certain number of infractions. Suffice it to say, I'm pleased Free Market Station allows me to be myself.
Fair enough. Oh man, I keep stealing stuff.
Nothing tastes right. I truly expected our neighbor to thank me for turning in her daughter. I believed it was a good thing. I mean, they said.
My boy had lost all his spark when he got back from mental refreshment. I thought he seemed to touch melancholy before, and this would help.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Tired of firearms that explode? Think I misplaced a hand grenade. We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse
Good grief.
all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection.
How'd you end up on Free Market Station?
That's privileged information, friend. If you want it, You're going to have to kill me.
I mean, I could do that quite
Although
easily.
if you did want to kill me, I've got many finely priced perforators tuned to do just that. Perhaps you'd be inclined to take a look at my wares? Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity.
Oh, is it now? Agatha uses heavy rounds, fires 25% more slowly, but bullets explode on hit. Uses heavy rounds as ammo instead of long rounds. Yeah, nothing I really want
Buy
here.
from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.
Okay.
Get caught unaware? I feel I should address any allegations you may have heard regarding bloodstains on my inventory. Just means it's been well loved.
Oh,
Tell
okay,
me what
fair
you
enough.
need.
How's business?
Booming now. Used to be a few other armor shops on the station. As it happened, their owners mysteriously vanished. I picked up their
Okay.
inventories real cheap, since they were just taking up station storage. It sure was a convenient windfall for yours truly. Real convenient.
That doesn't sound the slightest bit suspicious.
Exactly. I wish some other sorts around here who like to cast aspersions were as understanding as you.
Okay. I don't need any new armor, so we'll get out of here.
Protect your loved ones, protect yourself. Buy some new armor today.
Good grief, I keep stealing stuff. You... Dang it. And that's back to the doctor. Oh my. This thing's going crazy. So then who else do I really have to talk to? I already talked to you.
Any clothes on station or your money back.
I don't see anyone else with unique names.
Anybody even listen? Listen, I know I shouldn't warn you about this, but anything I sell you runs the risk of exploding. I trust
excellent.
You'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm here on my own business. What do you know about the ACS free market?
No. Ships decidedly ain't in my purview. You sure I can't interest you in some bric-a-brac instead of this conversation?
Tinkering's hard enough when you are focused, and you definitely are not focused.
You can tell? Damnation. Sounds like you know what it's like working with technology. Maybe I can confide in you. Before it crashed, I served on the free market as a secondary engineer, first grade. Had a colleague who was very talented, but not very good at hiding it. The supervisor saw her as a threat and demoted her to the engine room. She wasn't the type to take a blow without dodging.
Okay. Didn't realize there was politics, even among grease hands.
In Auntie's choice, there's politics among waste technicians. My colleague sabotaged the engines when her partner was on his mandated 2-minute break. When the free market attempted to breach orbit, well, just about everyone died. I made it to an escape pod on the port side. The ship landed on its starboard. I got lucky.
That very much sounds like it. Sounds tough. Sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, can we get back to subjects that aren't this? I got goods to sell.
No offense, but you don't seem much like a
Well, not
merchant.
taken. I never intended to be. But when life breaks your jaw and shoots out your knees, may as well learn to get good at crawling, right?
Fair enough. Let's see what he's got for set.
Be happy to show you.
We got a small amount of information. Our quest did update. He's got mostly crafting materials, it would appear. I don't think we need any of this stuff as
My
far as I'm
contraptions
aware.
don't explode no more. Honest.
Okay, was that the only information I needed to get? That doesn't seem right. I feel like there should be more information we can get than that. She said there was a tavern.
I'm beginning to
Here
reach
it
the
is.
tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a concept of a deal, do you? You ain't got nothing to offer, and a threat is offering less than nothing.
Indeed it is.
Do you realize any other Arbiter would have crushed you where you stand for obstruction of justice long before now? That I am flowing with magnanimity?
Can't say I know what that word means, but if you're inclined to keep threatening me, only thing gonna be flowing is your blood out your body.
All right. Speaking of which, we do probably need to switch guns. Weapons. What do we want to use? Borst Blaster? Lobs volatile tumors that stick to surfaces and cause corrosive explosions. Attached tumors may be picked up as ammo and eaten on the spot for immediate health. That's disgusting. We're sorted by value. So these should be the best ones. Simplifier is a... Yeah, that's a sniper rifle. Critter Catcher. Long rounds. How many of those do we got? 328? Yeah, let's go assault rifle for a little while we rebuild our other ammunition.
Maybe if you would actually... Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
That's a possibility.
Rid yourself of me save through violence, and any according attempt would be a grave error.
Okay. What seems to be the problem here?
I came to meet with the information broker for, protectorate business, protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. None within the protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but.
Okay. Yeah, what I heard didn't seem too diplomatic either.
Are you daft? Do you understand how diplomatic I am being simply by staying my hand? Any other arbiter would have executed you all where you stand.
You're just so merciful it makes me blush. I'm sure your staying your hand has nothing to do with the armed guards watching your every move. No matter what this fella says, he's not going to convince me to trust him. He's a walking security risk.
Fair enough. Let's see. If it's risk you're concerned about, have him prove himself to you.
An arbiter need prove themselves to no one but the sovereign. But if I must debase myself to further my aim, so be it.
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into.
Okay. I hope this has intrigue. I love intrigue.
Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker. But we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk.
Okay. Kind of sounds like you want me to go as well. Why?
I don't fancy the idea of letting an arbiter loose on our allies without supervision.
Okay.
Might not know you, but anything's better than giving him complete freedom.
I do not take your speaking of me as some kind of pharaoh canid lightly.
How exactly do these refugees work with the broker?
That's between them and Sub Rosa. You in or you out?
Oh, it seems like a plan. I'm definitely in.
Great. Take the lap canid with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao.
Okay. The Redbeard RPG. Have you ever worked with a partner before?
When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since. And certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
All right, excellent. And we might need this to gain additional information. I don't see anyone else here who's uniquely named. Oh, you are.
Oh, come now, Prospero. You've been on that stage hundreds of times. This perturbation looks bad on you, and you're not one for looking bad. Terribly sorry you've got me ruminating. A man of my persuasion shouldn't stoop to such self-deprecation, especially in front of prospective customers.
Seems like you could be well informed. I have questions about the crashed ship.
You've identified me properly. But information transference is the lifeblood of Free Market Station, and if you want a transfusion, you'll have to grant me a spot of help. I'm in charge of keeping the patrons of the saloon entertained. Normally this does not present an issue, but I learned that an old flame of mine shall attend my next performance.
Oh.
My resolve is uncharacteristically flagging. I find myself fixating on the most minute of issues. I need something to bolster my confidence.
Okay. What'd you have in mind?
Liquid courage has never failed me, but I have a discerning palate. The automech chef in the bazaar sells my preferred brand of alcohol, though it can be headstrong. You see, I can't just drink any old swill from the bar. My refined palate can only stomach one drink. Iceberg-aged whiskey.
Okay.
Something of a collector's item, I'm told.
I guess I'll keep an eye out.
Now, if you'll excuse me, an artist must be granted solitude to properly amass his mental forces.
Okay, this looks like this is the other option. I'm just stealing stuff left and right. Yeah, nobody else there. But the other option for getting information about the crashed ship. So let's get this done. Then we'll talk to our friend, and we might end the stream there.
Error. Road sales
Depending on what you guys say, of course.
Preparing sniveling servitude protocol.
Inevitably, the show's for you, so if you guys are done, then we'll be done for the day.
Attractive customer. What may this unit rehydrate for you?
I'm looking for a special brand of alcohol. Iceberg aged whiskey. Do you have any?
Yes. Iceberg aged whiskey is currently on reserve for Prospero Paulo. Current customer is not Prospero Paulo. Unit cannot vend to current customer.
Are you sure? Let me open you up and remove your individual identification.
Scanning error. Cannot ascertain identity of current customer. Purging all vending restrictions. Eliminating one restriction. Vending iceberg aged whiskey complete. Thank you for your patronage.
Not a problem. Let's get out of here before I steal something again. I already did.
Here, you know? Seems like every time I talk to someone, they reference.
Let's get our info. God dang it, I stole something else too. This kleptomania flaw is ridiculous. And another thing,
as it happens,
it
one place and
goes off
on
so
being
often.
Nervous does not, in fact, help one not be nervous.
Somebody put in an order for a bottle of iceberg aged whiskey.
My friend, excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes?
Indeed, I do.
Prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe?
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Everyone knows that the free market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it.
Ooh.
The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure.
Okay. So you're saying she purposely crashed the ship?
Indeed, she did.
That's contradictory to what the other guy
wrest
said.
The controls from her to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again, and now I must get ready for my set.
Okay, excellent. Well, we got two contradicting stories. One saying it's was engine sabotage. One was saying that it got crashed on purpose. So we'll see how this goes. We'll check in with Stallworth.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
I assume she'll probably want more details. Is how this is going to go.
How has the data collection fared?
I think I've collected all the information I'm going to get. Oh, wait. I've received information from multiple sources, but seems contradictory.
That's hardly surprising, considering the station's predilection for gossip. So long as you provide us the information, we can parse through it and decide fact from fiction. Are you prepared to present what you have learned?
I think I've collected all the information I'm going to get.
Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end?
A survivor told me it was a vengeful engineer.
So the backstabbing nature of Auntie's choice is hampering even the most basic of command chains. Good to know. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments?
Let's see. Crew tried to overpower the captain, but were unable to stop him.
An incompetent captain and an incompetent crew. Tisk tisk. Last question. Were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened?
One of the ship's chief engineers was demoted right before the crash.
Failing to recognize ability? Seems Auntie's choice is forgetting where upward enters into the phrase upward mobility.
Indeed.
Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable help.
So what did you conclude from what I gave you?
Auntie's choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes.
Oh my God. Wait, what? I thought you were compiling a historical report.
I am. If Free Market Station survives the war, this will be a very important historical account. But if the order fails in Arcadia, none of that will matter. I'm just making the most of what you gave me.
Good grief. Put in some good words with your fellows, and I might be willing to let this slide.
Oh, I'd be happy to. Anyone willing to further the Order's aims should be treated as a friend, in my mind. Now I need to get this report to my superiors. Thanks again.
Okay. Well, we got that last voyage of the ACS Free Market quest finished. Next, we'll probably do Arbitrary Measures, which will take us back to Golden Ridge, which I believe is on Eden. But unfortunately, I think we're going to have to do that next time. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good one.